Good afternoon, Jenalyn.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Jenalyn, can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Jenalyn P. Guyguyon. I am 27 years old, single, no siblings. I know no kids. Uh, my parents, I am from Rangayan, Ilagan, Isabela.
Okay, I have a few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work as a maid because I didn't finish my studies and I want to help my sister's education.
Okay, why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
I want to work in Malaysia because I don't want to go back in Saudi Arabia because I don't know how to speak Arabic and sometimes they don't buy me my personal things and they don't allow me to go out.
Okay, how are you qualified for this job? How are you qualified for this job?
I know how to do housework and I can cook and I'm willing to learn other cookings and I know how to do washing and cleaning house.
May I know what your educational level is?
I am only first year college level.
What was your recent working experience?
In I work in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, for how many years?
I work for 2 years.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
I care for 5 years old and 8 years old kid.
Okay. How about elderly?
Uh, I am willing to take care for elderly madam.
Do you have experience taking care of elderly?
I have madam.
Okay. Do you have any other special skills?
Uh, in caregiving madam.
Okay, so your
Uh,
special skills is caregiving.
yes ma'am.
Okay, are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
I know how to cook Filipino food, but I am willing to learn to cook other food.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Cooking.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who would you support?
My family.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years contract, madam.
Can you describe for me your attitude?
I am kind and patient, and I am willing to work hard.
Okay, how can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
Because I want to earn money, and I want to help my sister's education, and I want to help my family and my parents' house, and I want a better life and a better future.
Okay, can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergies, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No.
Have you undergone any operation before?
Yes, ma'am.
What operation and when?
Since 2015, for uh, my baby
You mean miscarriage?
miscarriage.
Okay, miscarriage. Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in abroad?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose family members and which country?
My two sisters working in Singapore and Oman.
Okay, Singapore and Oman working as
Housemaid.
housemaid. Okay, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. I have a case study for you, Jenalyn, and I want you to respond truthfully. Upon arrival in Malaysia, within 6 months only, if ever one of your family members passed away, what will you do?
Ma'am, would you please allow me to send money?
Okay, will you continue your work or your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
So you mean you will just send money and you will not go back? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if ever your employer is watching you right now, Jenalyn, what do you want to tell them?
Ma'am, would you please hire me to work with you because I really want to work and I am willing to follow your rules and regulation, and because I want to help my sister's education and to build my parents' house.
Okay, thank you very much, Jenalyn. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employers.
Okay, ma'am.